It's day 3 in Dublin, and if it's you, and it's we,
It must be time AKB.
we're right out in front of the Grafton Hotel, which is where we're staying, and it's just a short walk down to Dublin Castle, 2/10 of a mile. So let's get going. We're gonna tour Dublin Castle. We've got lattes.
Lattes to go.
We had the breakfast buffet at the Grafton,
Very
which
good.
is all
Yep.
thumbs up.
Yes, very good.
Come on along today in Dublin, day 3. Well, we're just outside Dublin Castle, but we are there. And we just come through the Palace Street gate. And we're going to go walk around and see what we can find and learn. It's a self-guided tour. And we're going to see what we can find at Dublin Castle. Very historic, still used today for very important functions. Look at this. Now they're working on, oh, they got some scaffolding up and a giant crane. And they're doing some work on it. We're kind of in the courtyard just outside. So let's walk up through and see what there is to see. Okay, we're in the courtyard. Let me back out even more. It's so big in here. So Dublin Castle, I mean, from 1204 to, what was it, 1922, it was the seat of English and then later British rule in Ireland. And it served principally as the residence for the British monarchs, the Irish representative, the Viceroy of Ireland, as a ceremonial and administrative center. It was the castle was originally developed as a medieval fortress. It's still used today. The High Muckety Mucks of Ireland, I believe they still get sworn in at Dublin Castle. Get out of the sun there. And let's take a look around. It's a giant beast. Well, it looks like a panther, yeah. Although I don't know what that is. But maybe we can find out. Okay, so we're at the entrance of the state apartments. And, oops, a guided tour is available. We're doing the self-guided thing. So we've all the way in here and no one scanned a ticket yet, so we don't know what's going on. But maybe they do here. Yeah, it looks like they do here. Okay, good. Okay, this is the Battle Axe Stairs. And it's because guards with battle axes used to guard it. So let's walk on up.
They got the red carpet out for us.
Yes, they do. Let's go on up. Oh, it's beautiful. We've got pictures.
This is basically being called Dublin. This is the English seat of Ireland. Okay, so this is here for the invited guests to be the press of the event of the building. So who came here?
So it's quite organized because they have arrows to point your way. Every place you go. Michael Collins, the famous Michael Collins. There he is. And up we go. The Battle Axe Staircase. No battle axe guards guarding the staircase today, thank goodness. Some paintings are gone, but there's plenty of paintings to look at just everywhere. This shows the costumes of the day. This lad was installed as the, oh, what was he, Rhonda? He was the head of St. Patrick's. And he's wearing quite a fanciful outfit. I have the same one at home in the closet, and thank goodness I didn't bring it. Okay, so our next room is the waiting room where people, this was created later, where people would wait to get into the offices of state. Oh gosh, look at these paintings. Okay, we just came out of the state apartments, and what I've just showed you was some photographs from the inside. And there's a complete explanation and a complete history, and that's complimentary once you go in if you'd like one. Most people took one.
Yeah.
And it takes you right through. It's very easy and it's very quick and it's beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful rooms, and their paintings are just. Ugh.
There was some confusion, so they saw I have a video camera, so they said that we're allowed to take video on the way up to where they check your tickets to get in. And I showed you the staircase, but then from then on, we had a kind of a. It wasn't unpleasant, but one of the tour guides.
The tour guide took his job really serious.
Yeah, and he didn't want
no video.
Us videoing, probably because it, the way we video, I show it from beginning to end, and you could almost skip this tour if you watch our videos. For instance, 2 days ago, the Guinness factory and the Jameson. I mean, I show it all. So just to appease him, we decided to take some photographs and show you a little bit. And then we're going to tour the rest of the castle here. But, I mean, we're not offended. And then I just asked again, since a different person was at the entry desk, if video photography is allowed. And she said it absolutely is allowed. So if you come,
just no flash,
and you want to take a video, the pictures are extremely important to them, and they don't want any light on them. And no selfie sticks are allowed because somebody was carrying a selfie stick around. They actually stabbed one of these precious paintings. I mean, could you imagine?
No.
That's how it went, and it was great.
But it was
great.
Beautiful in there.
The ballroom, that main room, it's not the ballroom. What's the name of it? It's it's called St. Patrick's Hall. St. Patrick's Hall is
beautiful,
spectacular. Yeah. So look forward to that. Okay, let's just get this out of the way right now. The Buffalo Bills. The worst game Josh Allen has ever played in the history of games. What was that? Still Still representing. Go Bills. On our way over to Haypenny Bridge, and we passed the Hard Rock. They're everywhere. Back to the scene of the crime where we started our adventure, the famous Temple Bar. We're going right down the street to the Haypenny Bridge. Oh yeah, cookies and crepes. Oh boy. Okay, let's stay out of there.
We'll have a dessert there one day.
Yeah, we are looking for a Murphy's ice cream though. Supposedly the best ice cream, although watching videos and taking people's advice on where to eat and stuff hasn't exactly been on point
But if you
for
listen
Dublin.
to Tom TV views,
Yeah.
we're going to give it to you straight.
You'll go to the right places. Well, here over the river Liffey, and as we watch a fisherman try to fish, or I don't know what he's doing down there. It looks like a magnet. But there's the Haypenny Bridge, which was erected out of cast iron. There it is. In 1816. And got its name because it cost its halfpenny because it was a halfpenny toll to cross it up until 1919. So that's the Haypenny Bridge, very famous. I see people do pull-ups on those cast iron decorative lantern holders up there often, but we're not going to do any of that today. But we are going to cross. Oh, he's getting snails.
That's what he does.
We're catching snails down here. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And here we go, our historic crossing of the Haypenny Bridge. And it's been free since 1919. Nobody taking tolls. I think if I set up down there and said it was a halfpenny, no one would know what to do. I wonder how much money you can make gathering a halfpenny. The River Liffey. And it's very touristy, so this is the big time bar and pub district, and also the shopping district. So we're gonna go ahead and see that here. And we've done it, Rhonda May. We are finishing, going down the steps, finishing our historic crossing.
You're coming down up the bridge. You seen the fishermen getting snails?
Yeah, that was snail catching. And I mean, maybe you wanted to see that, I don't know. Rhonda thought we should go back and
Absolutely.
film the snails. There, we've done it. Now we're going into the shopping district. Oh no, Rhonda, don't look. There's no shopping. It's not allowed on Tuesdays.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Okay, so we've arrived at O'Connell Street, and this is the most modern, wide, and happening street in Dublin. We're gonna walk up and check out the spire. There's Mr. O'Connell. Right there. I believe that's him. I should probably read that statue though to make sure. I was wrong. That is Sir John Gray, MD. Thought for sure that was Mr. O'Connell. Not so. Correction. So now we've run into the statue of Jim Larkin, 1874 to 1947, and he looks like he was waiting at the bar for his pint, and it's like, where is it?
He looks like my father.
Where's my pint? What the heck? And to the right is the famous spire of Dublin.
Wow.
It is a very long, large, stainless steel spire.
How many feet is this from?
Well, we haven't looked that up. I think it's over 200 feet. But the locals aren't that impressed. They call it a bad thing. They call it the stiletto in the ghetto. And I don't know why they would call O'Connell Street the ghetto, because it is certainly not. But there you go. There is the spire. Shh. Okay, so the spire is, I was way off. It's 398 feet tall. Yikes. So down here, just by the spire on Henry Street, is the Plushy Plus shopping. So of all the shopping we will do, this is the street that worries me the most, Rhonda.
I have nothing to worry about, baby.
Are you sure? Because this is dangerous. Let's go down, have no fear. So how about the Irish History Museum? Let's go witness history for a moment, shall we? We didn't really plan on doing this, but let's do it anyways. Okay, here we go. We are going to witness history,
Of the Irish?
and we have audio tours.
I
We'll
got
take
I got my headphones around my neck.
yeah, I'll take a little bit of video for you, but you know, we're not going to show you the whole museum here, but we will show you some. Let's take you through.
Come on.
This is a triangular women's war service badge. It was a very tough time in Ireland, as of every 1,000 children born, 147 perished. So it's very tough. Very tough time. Amazing. Look at that, a field dressing. Morphine.
battery in our hands, General.
Very good. All batteries target the GPO. We need to find a way out. Make me your Godot!
There's a way out. Bars the fire carts. I scouted it myself.
Well done. Congratulations. Contact. It's the gallantry of these young men that will deliver the next blow.
The decisive one. Collins, get some strong lads to carry Connie.
So there's so much to show you. I mean, you could never do it. So if you're a history buff and you like reading and learning and seeing all the displays and all of the old artifacts, it's fantastic. That widescreen movie is terrific. And I didn't show you any of it, but most of it's shot from overhead. So they show the history of the uprising from a 30,000 foot view down on everybody talking during the rising. It's fascinating. So that's really, really cool. So highly recommend it. Witness history at the GPO. So come on and see it. It's really, if you're a history buff, this is awesome. Rhonda has sniffed out the world famous Brannigan's pub. Oh yeah, for her first Guinness of the day.
We're late for our Guinness today.
Let's go. Okay, so not only is Brannigan's a really nice pub, this is very clean, very cool, almost modern, and it's not modern, but it feels like it. But it has the best price on Guinness in town so far.
$6 a glass.
€6. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. And I tried to give him a tip, and he gave it back to me. So they're not used to tipping, so they don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So being generous.
Yeah. So here we go. Once more into the breach, old friends.
Go for the harp.
Come on.
Ready?
Where do you say go? Oh, I could be close.
Oh, I think you about did it.
No, I'm still too. As a matter of fact, we're the same. We couldn't be more the same.
Push you a little bit down further.
We both kind of wimped out. No, they're exactly the same. We're just both a little shy.
Oh my goodness.
How about that?
There's
little
still time
shy
for
again.
one more.
I think Rhonda's fallen in love with Guinness,
Yeah.
if you haven't noticed.
And I'm not a beer drinker, but this is good.
So we've left the pub and we're walking over O'Connell Bridge. It's just a lovely part of town. Love it. Down on O'Connell Street. Just awesome. So we have been walking around for days, but the city is quite small. So there's lots of transportation and buses that people use, but I think you ought to just walk. I think the farthest place we had to go from the Grafton Hotel was 1 mile. Right?
Yeah.
About a mile.
Yep. And that's not bad.
Ah, that's piece of cake.
I like getting out and walking. Today's just beautiful weather.
Plus, you gotta walk off those Guinnesses.
And you stop for
By the way, the weather today, gorgeous.
It's beautiful. The sun's out. I mean, you got a little breeze, but it's beautiful, guys. It's not always rainy and cold here. So come on to Dublin. Maybe you'll run into Tom ATV.
You better hurry up.
Yeah, because we leave like in what?
Well, we're here 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well,
Hurry up, get over
You
here.
got time to get here.
Okay, Trinity College. We're taking the shortcut. We're following the GPS. By the way, GPSs, follow Apple Maps. Apple Maps, that doesn't show it very well, but Apple Maps is so much better than Google Maps for walking that you should do the Apple. It's terrific. We've made it to Trinity College and we're in the
Yes.
courtyard. So
Very pretty in here. It's cool.
oh, it's beautiful
Yeah.
campus. Oh my gosh, fully accredited. If you graduate from here, you're a smarty pants. So that's where we came in, taking the shortcut and showing you the various buildings, all visible from the courtyard. Everyone taking their picture. And the center, that's the spot right there. And that, I believe, is where the Book of Kells is and the library. So that's where we're headed. We're gonna go right over there next. Now, the Book of Kells, extremely important. The monks wrote it. I'd go on and on, but you can look that up too. But photography is not allowed in there. So I can shoot some in the library, but I won't be able to show you the Book of Kells. So, you know, you can see that online. There's plenty of stuff there. Okay, so if you want to purchase tickets using that QR code, let me show it to you. And you can get them right online. Be careful. Remember, they put the days first and the month second in Ireland, so don't let it throw you. So they've got a lot of graphics so you don't get lost. So that's what we're doing. We've got 3 p.m. tickets, so we've got to get in that 3 p.m. ticket point right there. So let's go get in it. So it's funny because we're going in there, the Book of Kells and the Long Library, but what's really cool is there's such a college atmosphere. Everyone's just chilling. I love it. Yeah. Trinity College runs on Starbucks, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. The library and the Book of Kells. We're going in. So we're in the entry and they're showing some of the pages of the Book of Kells. And it's unbelievable, the detail. Now this was done by hand and in such detail that each page is a work of art. And it was, I mean, the monks were showing off when they wrote the Book of Kells. It's just amazing. So I'll take some of the photos for you, take some of the video, and you can learn a little bit as we go. So here is the most famous of the pages in the Book of Kells, and it's you know, the writers wanted to leave no doubt as to who the book was about. So it's about Christ, of course, and it's the most famous page probably, and from wow, the just let's just look at this. So The portrait on folio 32V is a key to the vocabulary of Christological imagery, the artist seemingly wishing to leave no doubt as to the identity of his subject. A cross placed above Christ's head 1, and is flanked by angels 2, and by peacocks 3. Their wings marked with Eucharistic hosts. The feet of the peacocks are entangled in vine scrolls growing from chalices. Vertical peacocks, 8 in all, recur in the columns on either side of Christ on 32V, and 2 more are placed in each semicircle, which protrude from the center of either side of the frame. It's wow. I mean, whoa. Done by hand. I mean, it doesn't say how long it took to do that, but oh my gosh. Wow. So the book has a rich, rich history. I mean, it was a big deal. This book has a history. It was stolen at one point. It was destroyed by fire. And it's extremely interesting, all of the history behind. So what did the monks use to make the book? Well, they used natural things. So there's your greens, your blues, your aquamarines, your whites, your different colors that you can mix, the black. There's currants up there. Unbelievable. So that's what they colored everything with.
Dark berries, and I mean, they're just all natural things.
Amazing.
That's really cool.
So the scribes who wrote the book, there were mainly 4 of those. And they just refer to them here as scribe A, B, C, and D. And they copied various things from the various books in the Bible. St. John's Gospel, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. And then the artists that did all of the artistic work were 3 people. And this is where it falls apart a little bit, because there's a lot of disagreement about who they were and who should get credit. So that's what we know there. But talk about painstaking process. So this is what is scribing. So they're writing. But then, of course, they wrote in different colors. So this is just one example of doing it in black ink. And I couldn't do even a word to save my life. That beautifully done. So it's amazing. It's amazing what they did with this. And you know, you don't get to hit return and delete. If you mess up, you gotta start the page over. There's no messing up. Amazing. So here they're showing decorated words from the Book of Kells. And the scribes, I keep calling them the monks. I should refer to them as the scribes. Just took the opportunity to take these capital letters and turn them into an unbelievable work of art. In short, they were showing off. I mean,
Look at this.
are you kidding me?
The letters J, U, and W were not used in them.
Yeah, the letters J, U, and W were not used by Romans. They were added in the Middle Ages in the Book of Kells.
The U and W was all from the
There's a
beginning.
trivia question
Yeah.
for you that might get you a pint of Guinness. So the old library redevelopment project is hard at work. And you're going to see what you're not used to seeing in here as we go in the long room. We welcome your photos of the long room. However, we kindly request that you do not photograph our staff at work. Okay. So you can't photograph the staff. But you can see that on the top shelves on the second floor, most of the books have been taken. They've been removed and they're being refurbished. And then some of the bookcases on the bottom are filled the way you would normally see them. And they would be all the way through, all the way down. So it's quite a project. Oh my goodness. So if you needed to get to the second floor, you go up the circular stairs to the top. Amazing. Now, considering my history with checking out books from a public library and actually returning them, and also checking out videos with Blockbuster Video, there's zero chance I'm gonna be able to check out a book today. Now here's some writers that are featured in the library. Socrates, you may have heard of him, hasn't written anything recently. And then there's another guy here. Yeah, heard of him, pretty popular, Plato, knows what he's doing. Don't know him, but oh my gosh, here's a video of them painstakingly and carefully taking books out of the shelves, gloved up. Oh my gosh, I'd be nervous. I'd be nervous. Something was gonna fall apart on me. It's making me nervous just looking at it. Cicero. Look at them cleaning, refurbishing. This is what they're doing to all these books that are taken away.
Look at that.
Amazing. It's kind of a vacuum and a duster. It's just so careful to preserve this stuff. Because, you know, you can't, you know, maybe you could digitally bind all these books, but that is not what this is about.
Wow. New way of dusting.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
So they keep them all nice.
Yeah, now I don't know if all the televisions are here because all the books are not, and they're trying to show you what in the world's going on. That it would be my guess, but I would like to ask somebody. If I find somebody, I certainly will. Oh my gosh, every stroke is so important. This is the famous Brian Boru harp, the oldest surviving Irish harp, and is the model for the insignia of Ireland. That is the actual harp. Awesome. So there you go. There's some glare, but I'm trying to get it the best I can for you. That's amazing.
It is.
So I want you to have this to read.
Sticks with me.
Now look at how these ladders work. So there's all the worn steps to the ladders, but at the very top they're on a rail. So there's a hole there, and if you needed a book on the end down here, you know, down there, you could get it in its current position, but you'd have to pull it at the bottom and slide it, you know, this way on the floor to get it to move on that rail up there and get down here at the end. So you get a book on the end, and that's something. So here's a book of Kells that is out, but it's not the real one. This is a faker, as it says right there. A facsimile. So just before we go looking the other way down the long library, there you go. Okay, getting ready to leave Trinity College, and I noticed this piece of artwork. And the last time I saw a piece of artwork that looked like this, it was in Vatican City. I'm just wondering if it was the same artist. Fernando Pomodoro. Don't know. I'm thinking it might be. But by the way, I bought a hat.
I love it.
Okay, here's my proper Irish hat. Why don't you say you like my hat?
I love the hats. I
So,
want him to wear it.
My brother Tim wears the Irish cap all the time, so I thought, okay, it's time. It's time to embrace.
Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think of this cat.
Yeah. Do I mini pearl it? Do I leave the tag on it forever? I think so. It looks good.
Man candy, baby.
Man candy. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying.
You see the smile that's on my mouth. It's hiding the words that don't come out. And all of my friends who think that I'm blessed, they don't know my head is a mess. No, they don't know who I really am. And they don't know what I've been through like you do. I was made for you.
So we've arrived at dinner and live music. The Old Storehouse, highly recommended. Lots of great reviews. Let's go have a bite. Not pint. Okay, we're at the Old Storehouse. We ordered a pint, and we're gonna drink it down to the harp.
But there is no harm.
No, we're not.
We're not doing that.
So enjoy your pint.
Go Guinness. I'm thirsty.
By the way, I ordered a unique dish. It's a pork pie with apple, which is very unique. So I'm going to try that. And then Rhonda got the standard kind of a shepherd's pie, an Irish
Yeah.
thing.
Thank you.
So that's what we got coming out for us.
Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. there won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. No, there won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye.
Okay, so here is the Irish pie. It's kind of like well, it's a cottage pie.
Yeah.
Then here's my specialty, which is the pork and apple encrusted specialty that they have, which is very unique. So we're gonna try those and see how it is. Okay, this is by request by Rhonda. You 2, 1.
Is it getting better? Do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you? Got someone to blame. You say, one love, one life, there's one need in the night. One love, get to share it. Leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Did I disappoint you? Leave a bad taste in your mouth. You act like you never had love. You want me to go without. Well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light. Whoa, but we're not the same. We got to carry each other, carry each other. Whoa. Coming for forgiveness. Have you come to raise the dead? Have you come here to play Jesus? To the lepers in your hair? Did I ask too much? More than a lot. You gave me nothing now. That's all that I got. Whoa, but we're not the same. Well, we hurt each other, then you do it again. You say, love is a temple, love is a higher law. Love is a temple, love is a higher law. You ask me to enter, then you make me crawl. 'Cause I can't keep holding on to what you got. When all you got is hurt, one love, one life. You got to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters and brothers. One life, not the same. Got to carry each other, carry each other. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much, everybody. You too, Derek.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
The end of another perfect day in Dublin. fantastic. We ended up with a Guinness for Rhonda and a Schmittix for Tommy T.
Very good. Highly recommend both.
Really good. So, you know, we did the Dublin Castle. We did the old Storehouse, which was delicious, and the music was fantastic. And we did Trinity College. We did the Book of Kells.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Just another great day. Tomorrow, we check out at the Grafton Hotel.
Out here, and we keep looking right along.
We're going out into the Irish wilderness tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait. That's what I'm excited for.
We're going to rent the car and
we're going to rent a car.
everyone say a prayer.
And we're going to drive, guys.
So, where else would you rather be?
Been watching some Tom TV.
And buying the maximum insurance on the car.
Cheers.
Yeah.